NorCal, 209 King of Comedy. It's Rick without the K. James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
All right, you guys, we're back. Next topic. Just gonna jump right into it.
Yep.
I'm wearing a shirt, so I think we're gonna know my answer. But I'm not even sure if that's my answer. So I want to know who's the better rap group. Is it Wu-Tang or Run DMC? And the reason I use both of these groups is because Wu-Tang came in and one, it was like there was fucking 9 members of it. Like it was
Right.
an unseen group. And then I brought Run DMC because before Run DMC, yes, you had Beastie Boys, but you had Run DMC that made hip hop marketable.
Right.
You brought up about hip hop evolution.
Yeah.
Before that, people stayed away from hip hop. They didn't want to. They didn't want to endorse hip hop. They thought it was a ghetto music thing.
Like it wasn't gonna last.
Yeah, they thought it. Yeah, it was just a
Fad.
A fad, and Run DMC showed them that it was marketable.
Yeah.
To this day,
Yeah.
when you think of Run DMC, what do you think of?
Adidas.
Adidas. That's
Right.
it. Like I still got shelled those. Now I fucking probably buy 3 Stripe more than I buy Jordans. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I am an Adidas fan. So I think for me, I don't know. I could go either way. I didn't get into Wu-Tang when they first came out. I thought it was a little too grimy, and then the more I heard them, I'm like, no, shit. Like, because it was just weird to hear fucking the sound effects and shit. But now knowing, like, that's what they were going for, I
Yeah.
just thought, like, it was a mistake when they came out.
Like
was
somebody
like, what the
who
fuck?
leaked this shit.
Yeah, my boy told me, I was in high school at the time, and my boy's like, man, you got to listen to this. I was in Texas
Yeah.
at that point, and he brought the shit, and I saw the album cover was just weird and fucking, to me, the 36 Chambers, and I was all, what the fuck is this?
Right.
And I was like, you're listening? And the more I stopped trying to listen to the beats and the sound effects, and I just listened to the lyrics, I was all, these dudes are fucking. And then, of course, we'll get to your favorite Wu-Tang member because I know mine. So,
Yeah.
but for this clip, let's go ahead and I'm gonna kick it to you since I started with Rudy last time.
Well,
Who are you partial to?
what was
Wu-Tang
the
or
first
Run,
one?
or Run DMC?
Oh, well, okay. So my first whole thing on this is that's like comparing LeBron to Jordan. Because you're in
Two different eras?
You're in 2 different eras. I understand that Run DMC went farther and they did go into the 90s, but they started getting into a little bit of a different beat than what they're normally used to. So that was my whole thing. Like, I feel like they're 2 separate things and you can't really compare the 2. Run DMC started in 81 where Wu-Tang started in 91. Honestly, I love Wu-Tang better. Cream got me. Cash rules everything around me.
Yeah.
I just, honestly, there's nothing better. And I do
How
love...
many times you hear a white woman say that?
I mean, finally some honesty. You know? All women should just fess up. Cash rules everything around you. You know this shit. We've been trying to tell you. We know it because it's our cash.
And honestly, I used to ride around in my mom's Galant 90-something and just blast that on a stock system. But you couldn't beat anything. And honestly, I had Wu-Tang and I had Southern Califragilistic.
Expialidocious Outcast.
Yes, I had
Outkast.
Outkast too. That's what I had going on. But it was like, I'd be Wu-Tang over Run DMC any day. Honestly, I feel like they're more grimy and I like really grimy music.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, Rudy.
Look, man, I mean,
This makes a good point, though.
no, it's a
Two
great
different
it's a
eras,
great
but-
point. Look, I think the 3 of us are going to be in agreement with this because the truth is that although I respect what Run DMC did because they actually brought hip hop into the mainstream, when it comes to when it comes to who was better, the easy answer to me is Wu-Tang, But when it comes to who was greater, that's when it gets a little more difficult because Run DMC provided the whole world with hip hop like clothing and attitude and stuff like that. The Dookie chains, the hats, with the brims, the Adidas, all that. So they kind of made it palatable for the whole world. But to me, Wu-Tang, they took it to another level. Like, they took it out of the mainstream pop world and said, look, not only is hip hop going to reside there, but we're also going to do some almost cult-like shit. You know, and whoever wants to jump on can jump on. It's like they were like the Juggalos before the Juggalos.
Yeah.
If you fuck with Wu-Tang, that was like a culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that to me is what, you know, illustrates their greatness and why they're greater.
Have you ever
than
seen
Run DMC.
Wu-Tang in concert?
I've only seen Method Man and Redman in concert, but I've never seen Wu-Tang in concert. No.
And have you ever seen Wu-Tang in concert?
No.
Well, I was fortunate enough to go see them last year before the whole COVID shit shut everything down, right?
Right.
And they came out to Shoreline Amphitheater, and it was a last-minute thing. I took two of my friends that didn't want to go, and it was amazing to me. I say if you guys haven't, go see them.
Right.
Only because this generation, when I say this generation, I'm pointing at my cameraman, right? They have like their own way of thinking what is good hip hop, right? That we'll talk about later. But
and clip number 6.
But when it comes to Wu-Tang, you know how many fucking 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds that I saw just Wu-Tang? Like, and I was like, how do these motherfuckers know who Wu-Tang is? Like,
and then their kids are going to know about Wu-Tang.
Yeah. So there was a part of me that was proud, but a part of me that was like, stop being fake, motherfucker. You didn't grow up on this, right? Where I make that joke on stage sometimes. I'm like, name 2 Wu-Tang members to somebody that's young. Right. Wu and Tang? I'm like, shut up, motherfucker. Like, you don't even know. So how do you love Wu-Tang
I mean,
so,
but here's the thing, though. You got to give those kids credit. This is what I've learned as I've gotten older. I'm done hating on the younger generation. I'm done doing that. Because here's the thing, bro. Like, the older I get, the more I remember me being in their position, where the shit that I was talking about Tupac and talking about, you know, like the new
somebody
shit.
Was saying Houdini was hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. And that's true. Yeah, how many of us have them? Friends.
Everything they sampled. Don't forget everything that our guys sampled.
Right.
That they're sampling now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like you get to a certain point where it's like, I don't even want to hate on the youngsters because there is some good music out there. And there are some dudes that, you know, their dad loved Wu-Tang, and maybe they didn't know shit about Wu-Tang, right? But their dad loved them, and so that they got older, they started listening to it, and maybe it influences their music now. You got lyrics. Yeah, you got lyricists out there. You got people that want to make good music. So I'm done hating on the youngsters, bro. I've been doing it for like 30-something years. And hard. You know, I come down with the elbow on these motherfuckers. But it's like now I'm going into my new role of like, you know what? I'm a guidance counselor now, you know? When I see these youngsters.
All right, since we're on the topic, I'm not even going to clip this up to another clip.
There we go.
We're gonna go ahead and lead right into who is your favorite Wu-Tang member.
Okay.
I'll go first because it's fucking easy.
You knew
for
he
me.
would.
Because it's easy for me. And if I don't go first, I'll fucking forget normally. I hate this mediating
You'll forget your
shit.
favorite
So
Wu-Tang member?
I miss Ronnie being my
How?
co-host on here, right? Ronnie's usually on my side doing this shit. But Ronnie knows nothing about hip-hop. So that's why Ronnie's not on this fucking episode, you guys. He would have talked about Hank Williams Jr. I don't even know who the fuck that is. So, so I was like, Ronnie, you're going to have to sit this episode out.
Disrespectful.
But so that's why I'm always going first, right? So I don't forget because I'm listening to you guys and trying to do this mediating bullshit.
Yeah.
But for me, there's one that stands out. And I love them all. They're all fucking, you know, you could go through and be like, ODB was just one of a kind, just the way he came through and did his shit. Ghostface Killer's nice. Raekwon, if he wasn't such, it seems like he's a dick, though, man. Like I want to say he's one of the reasons
Maybe
Wu-Tang.
that's attractive.
That's attractive.
I mean, that's his style. Maybe that's his angle. Everybody got an angle.
RZA's just a genius.
Really
just the
is.
way that he puts everything together, put the whole group together, right? But to me, Method Man, just I hear that lisp and I'm just like,
To cow.
yeah, that just fucking, you know how many fucking just regular old Method Man songs that I still bump, you know, that Coca-Cola commercial with Meth Jam in it. That to me, Meth lyrically, you can't fuck with Meth neither. So I'm a big Method Man fan. Is it safe to assume you're Raekwon?
Oh, Raekwon
Is that your favorite Wu
would be
member?
my second. No, Meth is definitely my favorite.
Oh,
and then
okay,
when he was with Redman, the whole EPMD, Eric Sermon, Keith Murray, like that's my shit right there. Sorry, like that's like the most of my East Coast right there. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
yeah.
And who's your favorite?
Okay, so
Wu-Tang
my
member?
favorite rapper is Method Man from the Wu-Tang. Like hands down, I'm with you guys on that vibe. But my favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan, for me, it's ODB, because
Really?
to me that's the spirit of the Wu-Tang Clan. To me, that's like the ghetto samurai that kind of personifies what it is that they were trying to do. And the fact that he's dead, that he died a early death, that even that elevates him even more in the status of being like the spiritual symbol of the Wu-Tang. He's dead. He was always the old dirty bastard. He lived how he wanted to live. He fucking was, on MTV showing off his welfare check.
Yes.
It was unapologetic. He was unapologetically old, dirty, and a bastard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I just feel like that's every great, every great era has its figures that weren't perfect, but they were perfect for that time. And ODB was perfect for the Wu-Tang Clan. And his early death was a perfect departure. And we still talking about him to this day. You feel me?
Yeah.
We still talking about it to this day, so.
And again, if you
on
haven't
my
seen
playlist.
Wu-Tang, like his son, Junior, I
Right.
guess.
His clone?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean?
It's pretty much his fucking clone. He tours with
Look
him.
how powerful the
and he
spirit
does
is.
all his fucking lyrics and shit. So
Bruh, the spirit's so powerful and went straight to his seed. Didn't miss a spot. You know what I'm saying? You got a strong spirit too. Your boy looks just like you. Man. Shit, you got
that one does. The other one, I think his mother was just playing with herself.
He's so stupid.
Boy Charlie Murphy, my main man Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
Please hit the subscribe button down low so you can see all new clips, all new episodes coming to you.